do we fight? Because we like it.
I'm supposed to shadow something here.
Let's go, Misfits! Why don't you join us? Team up, cause chaos.
Okay, so right now we have a few good ones. Wait, what's been going on so I can get a good idea of how the game's been spawning matches? Because I think you guys saw one time, it was like a time where for the entire day I kept getting like the same map back to back to back, like yeah, like landslide back to back to back to back to back, like 5 matches in a row. Some of these matches are about to finish. Let's F5. Sky Garden? Nah, no Sky Garden yet. These guys are already midway. You know what? I'm gonna actually do this because I think I sometimes miss out on some good matches sometimes. It's still 6 to 7. I don't want it to actually go too far. Let's see what actually happens. On the blue team, we have Blade and X, as well as SpartanoPE, as well as Vicentxayayt. I'm just going to start with the first word sometime. 2 Nebula, as well as on the red team, however, we have Skulliah, as well as Laughed Sleet, Terrific Poppy, and Born to Shep. And the score is still the same. Alright, kill streaks is the modifier. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get this in front of me so that way I can continue to focus. We're gonna get me out of the way for a second so we can get right back into the good part. Wow, I can hear someone getting whipped already. Alright, so right now we are on Blade and X, and the X is looking pretty good. This is looking nice. I will say Bleeding Edge, I don't know if it's a difference on PC or Xbox, but Bleeding Edge is at least one of those matches where at least the recording is freaking clear and that all the animations you can see them and all that. But Total Trouble is out. Did Maeve dodge that? I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. Okay, gets put into a cage, however. So, Blade and X is playing as Maeve. He's sucking the life out of somebody. Right now the score is 9-9. However, both teams have at least 15 to 12 power cells together. Maeve is actually doing really good right now. Let's switch to someone else for a second. Ooh, and Azriel, sorry, 2 Nebula just wiped someone off the red team. It was actually Nid, if I'm correct. So, not gonna lie, I was a little confused on what was going on, but I think the confusion was because this is actually probably gonna be a fairly good match.
I am the recharger.
You know, usually you can tell like who's kind of lacking or who's slacking a little bit. I think this is pretty even right now. So let's get back over to someone a little bit different. Yeah, let's get to Spartano over here. Spartano, he's looking for somebody. He's hungry. Go for Cool-Off, yep. Ooh, but he's got a Maeve player to worry about as well as Cass. He could take out Maeve if he has enough health. He could take out Maeve if he tries to 1v1 Maeve. Ah, nice disappear though. Let's back up for a second. Because everyone is actually in a fight of their own. And Makatu's going up with a 2v1 against Maeve and Cass, but he has to worry about Cool-Off. 2 Nebula comes in to help, and I have a feeling that we're going to see some wipes. Terrific Poppy gets wiped, Spartano gets wiped. Skulliah is coming up next, but he has a Cool-Off. He has a good Cool-Off with him. I'm telling you right now, Cass with Cool-Off shield, she needs it. She really, really does, man. And someone's about to get wiped. Born to Shep on the red team, playing as Nid, gets wiped. So, 13 to 11. Blue team's got 18 power cells. Red team, left sleeve is holding on to 9 as a Cool-Off. Get out of there. That's actually pretty scary watching that happen. Ooh, Skulliah gets put in a lot of damage. Skulliah gets caged as well as tick damage by Azrael as well. Terrific Poppy is the only one. Wait, are we on the... Yeah, we're on the red team's base right now. Chrysalis is out. It doesn't get anybody. However, Vincent playing a 0 on the blue team gets wiped. He drops his 3 power cells. Mabe stuck in the corner. Terrific Poppy in some deep trouble. Terrific Poppy gets wiped. However, Laugh Sleet knows what to do at the situation. He's got 12 power cells to himself. Decides to hit the gong just to make the center of it. You know, do that flaming. I actually need to come up with a better name for that. Flaming Death Trap. There we go. Okay, Laugh Sleet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really worried about you, man. From one cool off to another, I'm really worried about you, man. Is there another fight going on? Yes, Skulliah, I believe, switched to Miko. Laugh Sleet, I would just, yeah, get out of there, man. Because they're going to be coming for you, and if you're by yourself, they know that they can just wipe you out like that. So, 17 to 12, blue team's holding on to 21. 2 Nebula's going to try to go for the score. He might be able to. Born to Sheep is over there by himself, just about. He's, ooh. Decides to pop off. Oh, red team decides to pop off the fire trap. It was worth it in a way for some damage. It was worth it to an extent because this is the only way that blue team can actually score right now. Granted, we got Makuta going up against Miko. Ooh, the last leak is put into a cage versus Maeve. Cages are out. Blue team, they're trying to score right now. Did Laugh Sleep keep his 12? Yes, he did. Oh my goodness, Laugh Sleep made it from 12 to 26. He took that from Maeve. Red team. Doesn't seem like they can win, but Kulov is actually really trying to hold those power cells for that. I swear, if he scores in their face, he almost had, yo, you're fucking crazy. I know, he hit, yeah, no, the collecting phase was just about to change, so that's why he did that. Yo, you are crazy for that Laugh Sleep. Granted, he could have actually done it if they didn't pay attention to him. Okay, fights are still going on. Power cells are back. Laugh Sleep is still holding on to at least 26. Born to Shep. I believe that's Nid. Yeah, gets wiped. Laugh Sleep, where are you? You're behind me somewhere? Yeah, you're over there. Blade and X is probably going to go for Laugh Sleep. Alright, let's get back to some players real quick. So, we're rolling around with SpartanoPE, who's playing as Makuta. So, blue team's going to get their power cells. Red team, boy, red team has 43 in total to 36. Depending on where these spawn points are, yep, if you have 2 spawn points, that's a better opportunity. Rather than just always having to focus on one. I mean, drop zone points, sorry, not spawn points. So, red team, they're sticking together real tight. They're gonna go for Blade and X. Blade and X is about to drop those 4. Ooh, Makuta gets a random, the weirdest portal I've ever seen just off the fly. But as real players, they know what to do with themselves. Makuta in some trouble, but he has a good opportunity still. He's right next to Azrael. He's low on health. He's got to get out of there, man. He tried. Makuta, he took all that damage. Let's get back over to the fight, though. So we got 2 Nebula. Ooh, the knockdowns. Ooh, the combos. Azrael players. Azrael's attack animations are just so... They're so impactful, I swear. However, Azrael, I believe this is Vincent? Nah, 2 Nebula. Vincent, I think, is 0, sorry. Man, red team, did they drop that? Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Red team dropped it in and they managed to bring it up to 48. Man, I missed it. I really wanted to see who dropped that in. I'm pretty sure it was probably Kulov. But still, you never know. Blue team can actually do some crazy shit right now. I take that back. Red team wins 27 to 50. Who dropped that in? Yeah, Laugh Sleet dropped 27 power cells. That was a real good comeback. So, honestly, you want to say that both teams did real good. Bladen X went 6-2 with 10 killing blows. SpartanoPE went 5-5 with 14,000 damage taken. Vincent, playing as Zero, went 13-6, as well as 2 Nebula going 17-1, playing as Azriel. I was actually seeing a lot of action going on. Terrific Poppy went 7-5. Skulliah went 5-4. Laugh Sleep went 6-1. 10,000 heals, 20,000 on the objective score for his team. Born to Shep went 8-10 with 13,000 damage done. This was a real good game. That was a nice comeback, and that's why I like Power Cell, because you could never know. Like, telling you, it happened when, well, maybe not when Maeve had those 14 cells. It happened, it was definitely when Kulov had those 26 power cells that turned the entire tide of the fight. Because then it's like, well, do you focus on Kulov? But then you can't, because Kulov has that much protection from everyone else. And Laugh Sleep knew exactly what to do. Oh man, we got some late 665 matches. Yeah, man, Laugh Sleep knew exactly what to do in that situation. Telling you, holding power cells is good until you drop them, I swear. And I've dropped like 25 power cells one time in the early days, so let's not talk about that. Can we get a good looking? There we go. 665 on objective control. We can do that. No one's even loaded in. That's good. That's all good. Granted, we don't need to see my face in order to count these names up. Right before we get into the match, real quick. Okay, so Laugh Sleet is still inside the Q zone, as well as Skulliah and Poppy and Terrific. Sorry, Terrific and I think Howson was there? No, he's not. So these guys are loading in. Screw it, I don't have to wait for these guys to load in all the way. On the blue team, we have House Sam 6495, as well as Laugh Sleet. What is up? Poneykitous, as well as Dr0p ShotKiNG24. On the red team, we have Mysome, Skulliah again, as well as Terrific Poppy 8 and XHairySquashX. So we have Kulov, Gizmo, Damon, Buttercup, and Zero Maeve. How's this going to... You don't want to just assume blue team's going to have it because they have Zero on their team. But with Buttercup on red team, that can actually negate all of that with Zero. You know, as a Zero player, it's all fun and games until you get yanked. And then if you put up a wall, it doesn't matter because Gizmo can shoot through that. So this should be interesting. Alright, so the game is afoot. It is 18-10. And right now we're on XHairySquashX playing as Kulov. Let's see what everyone's getting into. Ooh. Pony gets wipes as soon as we're coming in. However, Mysome is looking a little low on health as well. Granted, the only objective right now is C, so red team is actually holding it down pretty well. Skulliah low on health. He's gonna probably disappear soon. Ooh. Like I said, Zero, he's staying right next to his teammate the way he needs to be. Zero and Kulov, when they team up, they are really good. But, like I said, Buttercup came in, and man, she started putting hands on everybody. So right now, red team is looking real precise. Ooh, Buttercup went for the yank on Kulov. That was close. So, Buttercup right now, sorry, red team is looking pretty tight right now. Gizmo on the blue team gets wiped. Let's get back to everybody for a second. So we got House Sam. He's invisible. He's gonna go for a knockdown.
Surprise, surprise.
His Shadow Strike is now ready.
From the shadows.
Shoo, there you go, there you go. At least get some kills on red team. Don't let him get you that far. So House Sam, he's gonna go for C real quick like, and honestly, I'd say they should definitely go for B as well. Don't even hesitate. Special beam is up. What is about to happen? Okay, so everyone didn't get hit by that except maybe Kulov a little bit. Ooh, Damien goes invisible, but Buttercup's crazy blades put him right out of it. Shadow Strike is out. How's Sam? He's by himself right now. Gets caged. Ooh, and the damage was just way too much. So right now we have Pony on the blue team rolling around. Finally! I've been waiting to see someone with this butcher knit skin so long, man. This was one of the skins that I rated pretty sure like a 9 or a 10. This is a really good skin. Cause I don't even, when you look at the skin, it's like, it's a whole different character almost. Like, I don't even know that that's El Bastardo, except the fact that he's got no shirt on, which is about it. But anyway, let's see what the red team is getting into. So far, blue team has B and C. They really need to hold that. It's 103 to 210. El Bastardo's gonna go for the knockdown on Buttercup. Sorry, Jesus Christ, Gizmo. Ooh, El Bastardo's in trouble. He has a 0 next to him, however. 0 on the blue team is getting real low on health. Ooh, okay. Double wipes going around. Buttercup is just swinging and missing. Well, not swinging and missing. She's just swinging at anybody she possibly can. El Bastardo's out. They both do their Crazy Blade special. However, El Bastardo gets wiped. Now we have Kulov and Damon. They're the only ones that can hold it down on the blue team. Kulov, however, he really had to get out of there. All 3 objectives are up, but only B is being taken right now. If XHairySquash decides he can go for B and hold it down by himself, yeah, red team's gonna take B. Someone on blue team's gotta take A or C. Yeah, I think they're gonna go for, yeah, there's a fight going down at C. Alright, who's getting over here to objective A? Ooh, red team, they're now taking all 3 objectives. Meko versus Kulov. Meko, he's taking some damage. I was about to say, man, this is hard right now. Meko versus Kulov and 0. That's probably the only way you're gonna get that fight in your favor. Ooh, and Meko walks into a Damon player who was ready, just up and ready for him. So, back on the red team, we got Mysome. Gets the yank, but couldn't yank El Bastardo out of the cage. He timed that yank a little early, but granted. Buttercup is taking a decent amount of damage right now, but again, blue team has 0 on their team. Right now, B is the only objective. Let's get back up to everybody for a second. XHairySquashX gets eliminated. Blue team, I still think you guys can do it. It's just when the objective is not, when you have the opportunity for the objective, that it needs to happen. Because 220 to 346 isn't that far of a lead. They're coming for B. Don't let them take B. You guys can get that for the next 30 seconds. Honestly, yeah. El Bastardo, stay on top of B. Special beam is out. Get out of there. Ooh, okay, that was close. However, left sleet on the blue team gets wiped. Buttercup is going to do. Buttercup is doing a 1v1 versus Pony. And Terrific Poppy is going to continue to stay on top of B. Ooh, Pony gets eliminated. Okay, red team starting to pull it back a little bit. Buttercup misses her yank, but Drop Shot King in some serious trouble. My goodness. And now they're going for Kulov. XHairySquash is chasing down Kulov so bad right now. Okay, blue team trying to take C. Not sure if they can take B and C, because that's where the struggle is. Taking C and then holding B at the same time in a way. Special beam is up. Someone gets put into a cage and bamboozled. What is going on here? Let me get back real quick. What is going on? I'm sorry, did Kulov just bamboozle Kulov? Am I really seeing that? Yeah, I think so. Red team's Kulov just bamboozled the other Kulov, and that was definitely worth my time today. However, we have XHairySquash on the red team doing as much as he can. Right now, 295 to 477. Correction, 490. I'm not sure what blue team would have to do exactly other than what I always say inside of Bleeding Edge matches. Tighten up. Like your level of focus in those situations just has to change a little bit. Because I say you guys have a pretty good team, honestly, to balance this out. Howsome, he's going to go for a 1v1 against himself. Sorry, not Howsome. XHairySquash is going to go up against Howsome. Red team now has 526. This is probably going to be close to the last fight. Once Damien gets out of here, get me out of here for a second so I can... Okay, thank you. Alright, this is probably going to be the last fight. Maybe the second to last. TerrificPoppy, low on health. Stays in his circle. Special beam is out. This is going to be interesting. Everyone has to dodge it though. XHairySquash actually walks back into it. I don't think he actually meant to do that. Of course he didn't, but you know. Pony on the blue team, low in health. He has to stay with his teammate definitely. Skulliah, however, gets wiped immediately. As soon as I looked at him, I didn't actually see that. Mysome is going to roll around with Buttercup, and I think red team knows that they can pretty much keep the lead. That they can just keep these kills up. Alright, the next objective is coming in 20 seconds, but red team, they're just aware of what they need to do right now. And it's about to go down. Pony, ooh, has to hop, but doesn't get the opportunity to actually jump as high as he needs to. Ooh, Buttercup comes in with the meanest yank I've ever seen. XHairySquash gets eliminated. And now we have Drop0p playing as 0, gets wiped as well. All that damage is ticked in. And now, unfortunately, Pony gets the same thing. Red team takes it down 593, 4, 5, and that is going to be it. Final Shadow Strike is out, but it's all good. It's all good. That was still a decent damage. I mean, Jesus, that was still a decent match. Some of these matches actually get me so excited that I actually can't talk sometimes. And Damon's Shadow Strike is actually still making a sound in my ear. But Mysome actually went 19-0. Skulliah went 17-3. TerrificPoppy went 15-4. I forget who was also on the red team, but Last Sleep went 5-4. Pony went 7-7. House Sam went 12-4, as well as Drop0p going 4-9. The biggest objective score so far was TerrificPoppy. Alright, GG's everybody. GG's all around. And by the way, if I ever say GG, I've noticed that GG can mean get good or good game. However you want to take it, however you want to take it. It's usually it's usually good game for me. In some situations, if you feel like it's get good, then it probably could be get good. Just let me know. That's why the concept of GG is so controversial. What you see is what you get. If I'm correct, that's Damon's voice saying that. And the fact that they have the actual voices of the character in the soundtrack just to make a freaking soundtrack sound better, like, come on, man. Like, Bleeding Edge, dude, come on. Art style as well as music. Bleeding Edge just owns it in both categories. I'm sorry, it really does. But enough about me and my crazy love for Bleeding Edge. We got to get back into some matches. So we are about to do power collection on Hydro Core. At least I think. You never know. I could be ADHD and do something else. Have I seen some of these guys before? I gotta give some different names a chance. Okay, Sleet and Gunk Solo Coup. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. And Pokey and Holo. Come on. I really want to commentate that match, but you know, I gotta give everyone their fair chance here. I just hope this match doesn't go in one favor over the other. So we're gonna do this real quick. Hopefully those guys are actually still playing and I can get them later. But right now, we are gonna do this. On the blue team, we have on the blue team we have Diamond 12 Totoro, as well as Crazy Kitty 59 and Clean Boy, as well as Spotted. But on the red team we have Trix YC